We are back in the studio with Kelly Cheng. She actually just won silver in Stade. She's going to walk us through their new offensive scheme, which seems to be working because you guys are winning.
It's working okay.
Yeah.
It's like a system that we've set up. An easy serve to Sara, a short serve to Sara, or the blocker is running up. Those are kind of the green lights to really push the option.
Gotcha.
Because short serves, we're both like kind of closer together, so that's easier. Easy serve, she has the freedom to really push it. And then blocker running up, it's just like an easier opportunity to get an open net for the option. If I can get that blocker to bite and get Sara nobody up, freaking love it. Oh, that one was fun.
Sorry.
Even though it wasn't high enough for me to hand set, like I can still kind of speed it up. And look how unformed Julia is.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for Sara to see. And she can't reach back because she's fighting to get in front of Sara, so then that she can make her, whatever move she's trying to make.
Yeah.
It just opens up the court. But like Julia's running a 2. I thought they were running a 4. And she's fighting so hard, to get in front of Sara. And because like those 2 steps over, it just opens up the court. She can't dive back as far. So Sara got there early, right? Great read by her, and she's lifted it. Now from here, Sara's gonna run like that back to the pin. And because she's lifted it so much, and I've already felt T bail, I'm like, okay, I've got nobody up. Sara's passed it tight enough that I could pretty much hit it straight down. I could have also set it and probably Sara would have had nobody up. Because sometimes when blockers are really late, it's like, oh, well, I'm not going to get there, so I'm just going to pull. And now Sara's got nobody.
For someone who doesn't know volleyball, like a right side hitter, a right-handed hitter on the right side.
Yep.
What is traditionally taught to do when it comes to passing and line of approach?
Oh gosh, I think pass like right in front of you, and then you've got that set right in front of you, and most players like kind of that crossbody. That's where the majority of the court is. So yeah, we're kind of doing the opposite of that. Like Sara spreads, like passes that ball left of middle, and now she can hit out of the middle, hit out of, right in front of her, or hit from the pin, which is just like, it's giving her so many more options, so much more creativity. The blocker doesn't know where to go because they don't know exactly where she's going. Yeah. We're still developing new routes. Like, it's been so fun.
After you passed it, did you see that she was already running straight to you?
Straight to me. And it was a perfect, like, in-front pass. And I'm like, oh, great opportunity. The blocker's running forward. It's not as effective if the blocker is running from cross-court because I'm cutting off that.
Gotcha. So
Julia served and she's running up. She's serving line to line. I think this play would be less effective, is what I'm saying, if she was serving cross court.
Gotcha.
Because she's already closer to where I want to run my route.
So you guys you kind of have not exactly the play you're going to run, but options in your head based upon not only who's serving, but where they're serving from?
Yeah. And it's like, we talk about it a lot in practice so that it's more of a feel thing in a match.
Yeah.
Because Julia's serving me line to line, I'm gonna run a slide right now. It's like, I see the opportunity, and we've talked about like different situations so much. It's like, oh, this is like, it's a feeling, I'm going for it.
You're basically just like playing tag almost. It seems like it's just like just run away from the blocker.
Yes, just run away. Yes, exactly. Jake Gibb and Spiker Volleyball has been running a system like this.
Okay. I'll get up there. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's training a lot of his girls to do this.
Really?
Yeah. Like they're passing more kind of middle. He's teaching them to option, and it's been really cool to see like young girls doing this.
You know what's funny is that Marty Suon coaches with him.
Yep.
Marty was our coach back in 2018, and he's the one who forced us to pass wide and passing over middle and then running wide, and it worked actually really well.
I think it's so effective. Yeah, it's so effective.
Hey guys, me again. Sorry to interrupt this video. I'll just be right over here so that way you guys can keep watching the gameplay, but I just want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Element. Element is an electrolyte drink that has everything you need and nothing you don't, meaning no sugar. At pro beach volleyball tournaments like this, you'd be hard pressed to find a single athlete not taking electrolytes or in desperate search of some. Trust me, I've been there. When Maddison and I were playing on tour, electrolytes were our lifeline, and Element happens to have the ideal ratios of magnesium, potassium, and sodium for hydrating and providing electrolytes to the cells and tissues of your body. But even since I've been out of the game for a while, I still use Element on a daily basis. I like to start the day hydrated. I find that I'm way more alert and focused, so I'll have an Element packet in about 16 to 32 ounces of water right when I wake up. And then I'll do the same right before I go and work out in the afternoon. The great thing about Element is that it tastes great, they have an insane amount of flavors, and they're gonna hook you up with a free sample pack with your first purchase. Head on down to the link in the description below if you're interested in stepping up your hydration game. Trust me on this, guys, it is an absolute game changer. It's gonna change your life. Stay salty.
Are you looking mainly, what are you looking at?
I'll look and then I'll sense as well, so I'll do both. So I'm looking at, I usually look like probably middle of the court and assess where the blocker is and where the defender is. And then after I look back up at the ball and I'm listening for Sara's call, I'm kind of sensing where the blocker is going. So if the pass is perfect and I could potentially hit this ball, I'm looking to see, where the defender is, where the blocker is, and I have the freedom to rip in those moments. If it's not there or if I didn't get my feet there, I'm looking to see, okay, is the little poke open? If the defender is over set up for a 2, all the way in Sara's line, there's nobody in the world can get that ball. Or there's been a few teams who have tried to run 2s and 3s on Sara, and it's nope, can't do that. So from right here, it's I'm sensing, sometimes taking a look and deciding, and because T bit, I knew that was, gonna be open. Again, I don't think on this particular play I saw Sponcil, so it's a little risky.
Oh yeah.
My thought process. So, ball's coming up. If I'm, deciding to set, sometimes I'll fake. I really want to try to get that blocker to bite with me, because if I get that blocker to bite with me, Sara's either going to have nobody up or they're going to be moving over to her, which it's just so easy to see. It's completely different than having a blocker in your face. Now they're making a late move. Now they're stepping. Now they're juking you. Now they're doing whatever that they want to do, versus we're trying to create a situation where they're doing what we want them to do, if that makes sense.
No, I think it makes complete sense. It's funny because usually traditionally beach volleyball, it's you pass, you're looking at your setter, calling for your set.
Yeah.
But after that pass, you guys are both looking at the blocker and defender.
Yep.
So if she sees the blocker bite,
Yep.
is she kind of immediately saying to the pin?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And what's the call?
Yeah, we've got a little push call, which is just a little bit of a push, and then a pin call, which is a little, it's like a go ball, for
Gotcha.
indoor. It's fast into the pin. Sometimes people will dig it, and that's okay, because this whole game is a chess match. So later in the match, if I could fake, get that blocker to bite, I know I'm gonna get Sara an open net.
Gotcha.
So it's the same with I don't know if you guys have talked about 2s and 3s on this. I think 2s are pretty easy to see as an attacker, but running a few 2s is almost setting up for the 3.
Gotcha.
So it's playing that chess match, oh, I want to get this 3 at this time, so I need to show them a few 2s.
Yeah. No.
So that they'll bite on what I want them to bite on at the right time.
For a regular person who's trying to beat the tallest blocker out there, in a CBVA or whatever, what is kind of the first step you would recommend?
I love the idea of passing middle, kind of on both sides. I think that gives the left or right siders so much more creativity to run where you passed it, to run on the pin, to run back. I think it gives the setter so many more options to option or to fake, and I think people bite on that more versus if the passer passes right in front and you fake, the blocker's already in your face. I just don't think blocker's gonna bite on that. And even if they do, maybe you get them to jump a little, your attacker's already right there. So it doesn't really matter if they do a double jump. They're already in your attacker's face, right? Versus passing in the middle or passing even left of middle or, whichever side you're on. If I get that blocker to bite, your attacker has nobody up, which is the fun part.
Everyone's mixing it up. The blockers are too big.
Mm-hmm.
We had
Jump setting on the guys is getting...
Is jump setting next?
Yeah, we'll see.
That is awesome.
I was
Dead.
not expecting
Got
that.
it.
So dead.
Great job.
Nice work.
Great stuff.
Anything else? You said you had one more
No.
question.
We are all good.